Hey you, I'm Madeline Mann, and I'm excited to share with you how to introduce yourself in an interview. Hey you, I'm Madeline Mann. I'm excited to share how to introduce yourself in an interview. One intro was for sure better than the other, right? In this video, we are going to break down how to have the best possible introduction in an interview. And stay to the end because I'll give you the fail-proof framework of how to introduce yourself, say a bit about yourself, no matter what type of professional you are or at any level of experience. To get more actionable job search tips from an award-winning career channel, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the bell to get new videos on Thursdays. I was coaching one of the students in my job search program, and he was getting interviews and not offers. When we did a mock interview, I said, you feel a bit rehearsed and stiff. You're coming off as inauthentic. And we walked through the tips I am about to share with you, and he managed to really take this to heart and start rocking his interviews and landing 3 freaking offers. So this is potent stuff. First, why is your introduction so important? Okay, so this is gonna blow your mind. You're gonna be glad you're watching this video. Researchers at Oregon State University did a study where they filmed real job interviews and collected the evaluation of trained interviewers. They then shortened the videos to 20-second clips, and it only showed the candidate entering the room, greeting the interviewer, and taking a seat. No Q&A, just the first impression. They had trained interviewers rate the candidates on the same criteria, just from those 20-second clips. And get this, those who had only seen the 20-second clips gave them the same ratings as the interviewers who had done the interview. Wow! This study both terrifies me because it puts so much pressure on that first moment, but it also excites me because it means that if we can rock this moment, then look out world, we will be unstoppable. Second, let's practice how we introduce ourselves. Simple is better. So say, hi, I'm Madeline. Nice to meet you. Though, if by chance your name is not Madeline, say your own name. I'll give you more of a script later of what to say about yourself, but here is what they don't tell you. How you say these first beginning words is as important as what you say. So here are some tips I really want you to remember and then bring these puppies into every job interview. Tip number 1, you must smile. Even if you're on the phone, studies show that people can hear smiles. And not only can folks hear smiles, but they can hear if it's a fake or real smile. So make it genuine. So before you go into an interview, get yourself hyped up, smiling, read a funny meme, listen to a good song, and even reclassifying the feeling of nervousness as excitement can literally psychologically and physiologically trick yourself to feel more positive and excitable instead of anxious. Which brings us to tip number 2, be confident and interested. Interviewers immediately don't like people who radiate anxiety or any scrap of boredom. They instead gravitate towards confidence and you appearing interested and engaged. I have a full video on how to be more confident in the interview. I teach several techniques where even if you're not feeling your most confident, you're looking it, honey. Try to use your surroundings to give something to build rapport on. Just notice things. It sounds silly, but it will really break the ice and it will make you feel more confident. And if it doesn't make you feel more confident, it'll definitely help you to appear more confident in this situation. I will link that video in the comments and in the description. Take, for instance, these 2 examples. I spent three and a half years in the automotive industry before joining aerospace industry. I spent over 3 years in the automotive industry before joining the aerospace industry. Did you notice the differences there? So many people I coach in my program speak like the first example, and that is closer to their typical speaking register, but they come off as aloof, unsure, and lacking confidence and interest in the company, which could not be farther from the truth. Also, did you notice my body language in the first example? Which brings us to tip number 3. Dial in your body language. You should take up space, have your shoulders back, make eye contact. What you'll notice in my first example is my body language was closed off, slouching, fidgeting hands, which is the worst sign of nerves and a lack of confidence. Do not have fidgeting hands. Keep your hands simply folded in front of you or gesturing reasonably. But don't be touching your hair, your clothes, your skin, things on the table. It's just not a good look. All right, so you're making your first impression, introducing yourself, and you'll be expected to answer the question, "Tell me about yourself," or something to that effect. I have linked a full worksheet for you to sketch out your perfect answer to that question, which I have gotten hundreds of emails saying that this worksheet really was a huge help in crafting the perfect answer. This worksheet really helped folks to crystallize their answer and make a confident first impression. Because here's the thing, this is the most common interview question. And the biggest mistake I see people make is they take too long to answer it. Yes, if you answer this question in longer than 60 seconds, you need to rethink your approach. They ask you this question usually because they are context switching. They're coming from another interview or another meeting and could use your help to quickly get oriented to who they're talking to as they take a gander at your resume. It will lose you the opportunity sometimes if you take a long time to answer this question, because they will not only see you as a rambling candidate who does not have a concise communication style, but also they likely won't be able to have the amount of time to ask you the other questions that they actually really want the answers to, because you just used up so much of the time because you talked for so long. Come on. This is a chance to tell them what kind of professional you are. Now, if you are a career changer, quickly explain that career shift. If you are a student, explain what you study and what organizations you are a part of. Then take us into your highlight reel. Share with us some accomplishments and what makes you qualified for the role, and then wrap it up by talking about your next step. Okay, so use that worksheet to build out your answer, and remember to keep it snappy. None of these 5-minute long answers. Come on, you're better than that. This is just a simple introduction. Good Lord. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel. You've got this. Wi-Fi high five.